I got this comment today that's been kind of like bouncing around in my mind. So I'm turning on the camera now to talk about this topic. And I don't know what I'm saying, but perhaps what I say will help me process. So the comment was, damn, man, you don't have a long term strategy. You have no long term plan. Now, the comment said more than that, but those words alone, long term strategy, long term plan, those words bother me a lot. You know, um, because I talk about being free, talk about freedom a lot. To get to this level of life where freedom is the key means facing fears. I have to face whatever it is, face fears that I grew up with. I have to face them, move beyond them, move around them, move over them. Yes, see, now I'm getting there. So this idea of long-term plan is a level of fear, you know, because life is not guaranteed to exist like that. Life is not long-term. Life is now, and I can die at any moment. You know, a nuclear bomb can drop at any moment. So long-term plan is like a means of like slavery in a way, because in the terms of money, with a long-term plan based on money, I'm saying, here, take my money. Now it's your money, and 2 years from now, you can give it back to me with profit. And I could die tomorrow, and then you still have my money. I can't do long term. I can't. I wake up in the morning and it's a brand new day, and whatever I do today, that's my whole entire life. That's it. My whole entire life exists in one day. When I go to sleep, that's me dying. I go to sleep, I die. When I wake up, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new world. What I do today, that's what matters to me. So in cryptocurrency, any money I have today, any crypto I have today, any profit I earn today, that is it. That is the profit I have, and that's all. You know, and if I lose it, um, I walk away. I walk away from that. I find a way to recover it by changing. So this whole idea now, let's just say I went through a traumatic experience with the crash of Dash, right? So and the reason why I went through that is because I set up myself to have a goal of acquiring 100 Dash. Now this goal, this focus, I was so focused on the idea of acquiring 100 Dash that everything else just went out. Like I wasn't seeing anything else. I wasn't prepared. I mean, I was prepared for the market to pull back some, and I was okay, and I pulled back even a little bit more, and that's okay. But to actually pull back a lot and crash, I wasn't prepared for that, because I was focused on that 100 Dash, and so, and even the 100 Dash isn't a long-term plan. I was actually saying I want to get this done within a week. By Friday I want to get this done, and by Monday I'm on a brand new flow. You know, and that brand new flow means that I'm willing to sell because I achieved the goal already. And if it was that I got the 100 Dash, I achieved the goal, and then Dash went up an extra 50%, then it could crash down 20% and I wouldn't care. But once it crashes into once it crashes into and I'm losing, I'm losing, then there goes my daily that's like me dying for that day. That's like death in a day, because if I lose it today, it's gone. I'm never going to get it back by the end of the day. I mean, when I wake up tomorrow, it's a brand new day. I mean, I don't care about, it's all about today, what's going on for me today. And if I lose something today, it's gone. There is no long-term plan. There's no long-term plan. So that's what freedom is to me. Freedom is to live for now. This is now. What I experience now is what matters to me. And if I'm having a negative experience, I'm gonna escape that. I'm gonna walk away from that and go into a positive one. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there are people who live like me, but they don't make videos. You know, they don't make videos, I guess, or I've never watched anyone like that before. It's interesting, very interesting indeed. No long-term plan. Like for instance, I have Steam that is locked up in Steam Power. And it's okay because of that Steam Power, I earn Steam every single day. It's not like it's just sitting there and I'm waiting for some long-term evaluation down the line. It is sitting there and I'm earning Steam with it. And I'm actually cashing it out and using it to trade on a weekly basis. And you know, the ability to cash it out weekly over a course of 13 weeks is actually valuable, right? Because if I cashed it out all at once, I would have bought Dash with it, you know. And then when Dash crashed, yeah, that would have been a lot more painful experience. You know, the Dash crashed before I got my Steam Power payment today. I just got my Steam Power payment actually, half a Bitcoin worth of Steam, like maybe 2 hours ago. And I'm using that right now to trade. And you know what I'm doing is I'm juggling. I'm trade juggling. I have like 4 different coins. You know, 4 different coins that I'm juggling, or is it 5? And when something is down, I buy it. When something goes up, I sell it. I'm not in any of them for any long term. You know, I'm just basically, what I look at is my dollar value balance, like on my account. So if my account says $3,000, right? And 4 hours later of me juggling, it says 3,100. Then that is my long-term plan. You know, that's my plan. That's my daily. That's what I've earned today, and that makes me happy. It does not make me happy to set some money over here and say, "Here, take my money," and in a year from now, you can give me back. You can give it back to me 10 times more, and I could die tomorrow, and you still have my money. That is crazy to me. I can't do that. I'm free. You know, I have freedom on my side, which says today is the day, the only day for me. I wake up, it's a brand new day. This is the only life I have. When I go to sleep, I'm dead. It's over. And so I cherish every moment. I live for every moment. I have fun, I play, I'm free. I am me. I am me. I am me. I am me. So that's it. That now has cleared the path. You know, this whole long-term plan is bouncing around my head. Like, you know, the only long-term plan I have in my life, actually, is raising my kids to be great, and then when they are great and old enough, then they will be there to take care of me when I'm old, you know, or be there for me when I'm old if I need them to be. Or they don't have to do that. I don't know. Long-term plan for me is like planting a tree in the back of my yard, and I know I'm gonna have to wait 5 years for the fruit to bear. But having a long-term plan with money, nah. You see, money changes too much. You see, at least I know the tree. I can predict the result. You know, I can predict the result. I know that for sure that I plant a coconut tree now, which I planted a whole bunch of coconut trees 5 years ago at my house in Jamaica. And right now there are coconuts on those trees, and I can go there. And I mean, I knew that. I know for sure. You know that I plant a tree, and you know it doesn't matter what happens. If there's a hurricane, if there's a storm, if there's a drought, that tree is going to grow. You know, in Jamaica at least, where it's tropical and where it's nice, and no matter what, the tree grows, and 5 years later I can get coconuts off the tree. For me, yeah, nature is a good long-term plan, but money. To have a long-term plan with money, nah, dog, it doesn't work like that. Money flows, man. There's always money. There's no need to have a long-term plan with it. Money is a tool, you know. It's there, it exists. I don't need to hand it over to someone else and say, take it. I mean, no. no, I'll give it to you for like an hour, you know, and see what you do with it. And then I'll go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, and if it's more, then sure. But the moment I see you squander it and it's gone, I'm not involved anymore. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. So yeah, and you know what? That mentality has brought me, has gotten me a lot of success. You know, the day-to-day hustle of money has gotten me a lot of success. Millions and millions of dollars worth of success. And when I stopped valuing my life based on the amount of money I have and start valuing it based on the amount of time I have, then millions doesn't mean shit. I live the lifestyle of not even a billionaire, because a billionaire doesn't have any time. You have to realize there's a certain amount of money. Once you have that much, you lose all your time, because once other people know you have that much, there goes your time. You have responsibilities now. There goes your time. Having a life of freedom where it doesn't matter how much money I have, as long as I have my time to be free, that is beyond any, and that's better than a billionaire. Way better than a billionaire, and that's me.
Sweet.